Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So, before I turned on the camera, all I could think was, oh my God, I'm so excited. Mercury's going into Aries on Wednesday. So, really couldn't get into your energy because I was just so excited for you, me, all of us. So, I want to take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. Thank you so much for helping me grow my channel. I do truly appreciate it. In fact, it's allowed me to launch a business. Oh my gosh, what in the world? This is okay. Go ahead and hit the like button before you see this. Well, you might still like me. Okay, here we go. This is not, I shuffle so much, and yet you are, the third or the fourth sign in a row that's gotten this card. And so I know that this is because Mercury in retrograde has just done its job. It has been down in the murky, deep, deep waters of our emotions, stirring crap up, and it has been really hard. And so the good news is that at the end of this full moon sandwich, this long 4 weeks of letting something go that got all stirred up at the beginning of this Mercury retrograde, we've been having to work our way through. We're finally getting our way through it. And then the moon brings us some relief. Those two cards were in the last reading. And I seriously shuffled these cards for at least 5 minutes before I even turned on the camera. So, what does that mean? I want to see after this full moon what happens moving forward. That's why I'm back in the cards here. I want a little information future forward. What happens when we deal with, seeing things in the light of the moon, which will still have some shadows, right? There'll still be some information we won't see, but we should be able to start putting that behind us and moving forward. So let's just see what we get here. Oh, nice. Okay, hang in there, Pisces, because it gets so much better. All right, so this week you're going to be dealing with the residuals, but when we get to that full moon, I feel like it really helps. So let's go with that. And then we have all these Wands cards. Things start moving. So first we get the Ace of Wands for the new beginning. Then we get the Two of Wands. So new beginning, new idea. Then we have choices. And then we go from there. We have the Six of Wands. Like now you're running the hurdles. There's a lot of things going on, but you're leaping them over the things and you're getting somewhere. We also have the Nine of Wands, which tells me what? Like all the speed, like we've been sitting here really super, super slow. And then when all this energy moves forward, when Mercury moves into Aries and then Venus moves into Aries and we've got Mars sitting over there in Gemini and we've got the sun's getting ready to change signs and all these things are happening. I feel like maybe, just maybe, you need to be very cautious that you don't take on more than you can handle. So you have Two of Wands, you have the wand, and then you have the Two of Wands where you have choices. Don't take on so much stuff that you end up feeling like you're running the hurdles and yay, I'm winning, and then no, maybe you took on too much. So watch out for that. We also have this, the Eight of Pentacles. You are trying to master something. You are trying to become the expert in some area. You're learning a skill. But we also have this, and that's you. The Queen of Cups. That's the Pisces sign. That's someone who has so much emotions. You need to put the lid on it. See how she's got the lid on her coffee? That's the emotions. She's got the lid on it. And it's going to be really important, I think, to, after all of this Mercury in retrograde sloshing around thing, is to put the lid on your emotions and start working on a project. But don't take on too much. Wow, we're only 5 minutes in and we haven't even gotten started yet. All right, so these have been going long. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I think that it might feel like it's taken forever to get things moving, but now they finally will. But be careful that when they start moving that you won't have too much going on. Pace yourself. Build in rest periods. I know you feel like, oh my gosh, I've been sitting on go since January. And here we are. We already had a quarter of the year out of the way. I know. I get it. I feel that way too. But if you try to take on too much too fast, I think you're going to get hurt. You're going to be exhausted. When you're exhausted, you tend to make mistakes. So on Sunday, when that moon is still in Leo, that's your 6th house of day-to-day activities, of health, of balance, work-life balance. And it's seeking and finding. And so you have all these things you're trying to corral. They call it fears, but I'm looking at this and all I see is a bunch of stuff going on that you're trying to navigate and manage. And then we have the seeking and finding. And I think what you're seeking and finding is you're trying to seek and find the balance. What's the balance? How much is enough to move, have progress, and what's too much? And then on Monday, when the moon moves into Virgo, it's about boundaries. I think this is going to be really important for you this week, is establishing the boundaries. How much is too much? What can you legitimately handle? And when do you need to say when? What is too much? I'll get you a little guidance on that. These are affirmation cards. I'm going to read the affirmation very slowly, twice through, in case you want to back it up and write it down so you can use it. We have Tiger Iron. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see other people experiencing happiness. Don't let jealousy get you this week. Be happy for other people when they're having fun and happiness. Don't let the fact that they're having fun and you feel like you are overwhelmed and super busy, or you have too much to do, or you've got this going on, or you don't let that make that 3 of Swords thing. Where was that? This looks like it would be the cause of this. Everybody should be able to have good stuff, including you and including everyone else. And if it seems like, well, it's not fair, it's always their turn, it's never my turn, you've got to learn to be happy for them and allow them their opportunity to be happy, and to not let that make you feel diminished. Someone else's cup of happiness that's full does not mean that yours is empty. They don't take their happiness from your cup. The happiness comes from the divine, and he has plenty to pour and fill in every cup. So get out there and find your tribe. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's by the book. But I'm convinced you should still find people. Okay, so by the book. You're supposed to be focused with the new moon in Libra. With the full moon in Libra. On Wednesday when it moves into Libra, geez Louise, it's your house of transformation. By the book says, play by the rules. When you take action, make sure they're legitimate. Don't try anything underhanded or sneaky. We had this moon card where some things are hidden in the shadows. Don't do that. I think being authentic and being honest and being true, the seeking and finding, I think you need to seek and find by the book. And here's this power, this energy from this full moon that's happening at 29 degrees of Libra. It's happening at 7:12 in the morning on Friday, and it's the end of the full moon sandwich, right? Because we had a full moon in Libra back on March 21st, which was at 0 degrees, and now it's at 29 degrees, and has all this power and all this energy to move things forward. Make sure you're being authentic. Make sure you're being honest. Make sure you're being truthful. Make sure you don't have anything negative to answer for. This is karma. Don't create bad karma. So if other people are happy, don't try to undermine it. Don't undermine it by talking about it and gossiping about it. Don't undermine it by feeling negatively about it. Be happy that other people are happy and go find your own happiness. Fill up your own cup. An hour and a half after that moon goes full on Friday, it moves into Scorpio. And Scorpio can be very jealous. So watch out for that. Watch out for that doesn't get you. And trust. It's the pink moon. It's the egg moon, the duck moon. It's about trust. It's trusting the divine. It's trusting the divine timing. It's trusting that what is yours is always yours and always will be yours, and nobody else can have it. So in other words, their happiness was not supposed to be yours. It's that trusting. And take a little time over the weekend to self-reflect. What are you doing right and what are you doing wrong? And do it with your head above the emotions. Get your head as clear as you can. Take emotions out of the equation and look at whatever the situation is clearly and rationally. Taking the emotions out and just look at the facts. What do you do right? What did you do wrong? How can you do things differently, better? It's a learning process. That's what we're here for. Be very analytical about this situation. It's the one that's bringing you this heartbreak. Because, and honestly, be like a small child. If you cannot manage it, then distract yourself and start thinking about, well, what's this project you want to do? You know? Like when the cat's at your house and the cat wants to keep playing with this thing that you want them to leave alone, then you go and you throw a little wadded up piece of paper across the floor and they're like, oh, and they go chasing off after that, and they're totally distracted and forget about messing with, the antique you didn't want them to touch. So distract yourself with your project because opportunity is knocking, so open the door. So yeah, there's a great opportunity here for you, financially rewarding, creativity, emotionally rewarding. So just whatever it is that's hurting you, just put it in the past, release it with the full moon, let it go. And then act with integrity as you seek and find what you need to know to move your project forward. Opportunities knocking. Open the door, but be a gatekeeper at the door, right? Don't usher everybody and everything all in at once. That's too much. That's dangerous for your emotional stability, that balancing thing. Libra is all about balance. And so this full moon is giving you an opportunity to rebalance your life, to recalibrate it. There should be work-life balance. This is an opportunity to do that for yourself. I would like to do a full moon reading, but I'm having oral surgery and I don't know if I have enough time to fit in recovery time and 2 sets of videos. So I'll be doing the weeklies for sure next week. If I can do the full moon, I will. But that doesn't mean you can't do the full moon retro without me. Write down what it is you need to release. What do you need to let go of to help create balance in your life, emotional stability in your life? That's what this full moon in Libra has been all about these last 4 weeks. Those things that have been triggered by the full moon in Libra sandwich, plus the Mercury retrograde. there's been a lot stirred up. You should be able to, with a little reflection, figure out what it is you need to let go of. And then start a gratitude list to make it nice and long. And then turn it over to Spirit by burning it. And let it go. And release the hurt. And then start on your new project. That Ace of Wands looks beautiful. It's going to be a lot of hard work. Try to keep a balance on it. You have Violet. Create a balanced life. Perfect. Hello, and Spirit's all over it. Okay, so you got that? I think you do. I think you do. I think it's hard work, but remember, opportunity is knocking. Opportunity is knocking. Open the door a little. Let the flow in slowly. Make sure you're keeping up with it. All right? All right, well, thank you so much. You guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.